Good morning, welcome back to the channel. I had a great little night in my little covered spot. It did rain for a little bit, like 30 minutes. I was quickly setting up the tarp with the lightning and thunder overhead, and it poured down for about 30 minutes. And by the time I actually got the tarp set up, then it stopped. And it was clear skies all night. I don't know what it is with rando cars and these amazing spots that I find to camp. Just like down that spot in the St. Lawrence where at 2 a.m. that truck came by in the middle of nowhere. This is pretty desolate in the middle of nowhere, and at 4 a.m. some rando car comes down and drives along the little route there and then comes back like 10 minutes later. I've got myself all packed up. We've got about a 20-30 minute ride into town, and I'll go right to the tire shop, get some new rubber, and then start exploring PEI. All right, let's hit the road. One last look at the nice spot here. Significantly windier than it was when I arrived yesterday after the rain blew in. It's a balmy 17 degrees. Not the temperatures I would have expected for this time of year, but I'll take it. Oh, once again, Overlander comes through with a successful spot. And I didn't have to stay at the haunted house. That was unbelievable last night when Rob, a local guy, came by with his daughter to go swimming, and I was chatting with him, and then he came back and brought me a whole care package. Meatloaf and potatoes, a couple of bananas, some apples, a kiwi, water. What a great guy. People are so nice when you're on the road. There's always somebody willing to lend a hand, even if you don't need it. Okay, 32 kilometers to the shop. Big garage sale days. Seen a bunch of these. People getting out early to buy other people's junk. Another one, big one. It is 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning. There's cars lined up. Even more cars just going to the big yard sale festivities. That is crazy. I guess not much else happening in PEI. Yeah, this is Gavin. He helped me out, got the tire on, oil change, and even got new back brake pads. Oh, yeah. And got me in and out in no time. So really helpful as a traveler. Okay, once again, thanks to Gavin from Centennial Auto Sport and Tire in Charlottetown. If you're here, this is the place to be. They were super quick, and they got me the tire on, the Shinko this time. Also new brake pads. And I did an oil change too. Bike should be good now for the rest of this trip, I hope. I don't have that many miles overall to get back to Montreal, so with any luck, everything I've done to the bike will get me there. Okay, time to get back on the road. Okay, I got to head out to the eastern point of the island. It's somewhat of a dirt road. I take the road out because that goes along the coast, and then the dirt track comes back on the inside, so I think I'll loop around and then come back, and that'll kill off my afternoon, I think, and then I can look for another awesome spot to camp. It's 18 degrees apparently, but it feels a lot colder. It's windy and feels very chilly. So windy, especially when you get out of the trees. It's a little bit better, but it's brutal. It's about some of the worst wind I've had so far. northernmost point of PEI. All right. Say goodbye to East Point. There's a fuel station not too far, so I'm gonna fuel up, and then I'm gonna try and find this off-road route that will start to take me back. All right. Let's see what this dirt route is all about. I don't know if it'll be much more challenging than this. In the rain, I would imagine it's pretty slick. Okay, so it was pretty straightforward, just that clay dirt, and it pops a little bit, I guess it just goes on sections onto the road and then pops back. It was, terrain looks relatively flat the whole way. You can even see way down into the horizon, so won't be too hilly, that's for sure. There's a few little sandy sections. Okay, from first appearances, it looks like I've got a nice little camp spot. And then when I pan, you see I'm in a lame spot. Just grassy open fields, RVs side by side. And some of these people are like set up permanently. I do not understand the appeal of taking your RV, plunking it in a piece of grass right next to somebody else's RV, as opposed to the ability to go anywhere in solitude. We're losing daylight fast, so my days are getting shorter. I have to get up later, go to bed earlier, but probably only a couple weeks left on this trip. So a few days maybe in PEI, because it is pretty tiny. I'll get quite a bit done in the next few days. And then hop on the bridge, head over to New Brunswick, just make my way back towards Quebec. Other than that, just gonna grab something to eat, and then I'm gonna crash. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe.